The reason why we do the magic list is because it makes you stand out. If you don't pay attention to the training, or you kind of forget what's in there, you're just like, oh, I just need to get a job. You're like everybody else out there. The methods that I'm teaching you make you stand out and have more knowledge than other people, understand more than other people, so that you can respond properly to people and they're like, oh, that's a good one. It makes you go faster because of the knowledge and the understanding that you have. Now, why the magic list? Remember when I was in South Africa? I think it's best for me to tell you this as a story. When I was in South Africa, I could not freaking get into the business. That was when I was first starting, right? You guys remember the story? I was just like, I want to be National Geographic, and I would contact people. I'm like, hey, I really want to get in this business. Is there internship, anything? They're like, send in your resume. Nothing. Months. I go to a film festival. I meet somebody. It's like, oh yeah, I'm a producer. I'm like, oh my God. And then I like glue myself to them, and they're like, get away from me. And then nothing would happen. And I had the hardest time, just like all of us. I would find postings, I'd find student films. Yes, we have things, but I could not get in the professional industry. And I knew I needed to get some professional paid experience to get this ball rolling. And then I did a magic list. Somehow I'm like, I remember, you guys, I remember the moment. I'm laying in my bunk bed in that youth hostel. I'd been there for months now, and I've been trying for months. And I'm laying there looking at the top bunk, and I'm just like, you're going to have to sell copy machines. Why is this so hard? This sucks. I don't want this life, but I don't know what to do. And I was just tears streaming down my face, staring at that top bunk, just going, why is this so hard? Nobody wants me. All the feelings that I had coming back from when I was a copier salesperson, just like, you're never going to make it. You're broken. You're flawed, like, when I was in sales, you guys, I had eczema, red, disgusting, and I would have to shake people's hands, and I would shake their hand, and I would give them a sweaty hand, dripping sweat. This is not normal. So I'm like, there's something wrong with me. I'm just gross. I'm gross, guys. My identity was gross. How's that for a good identity? So. Right? So all of those feelings were coming back to me at that moment, because I was like, I had changed my identity when I was traveling, and I was just like, oh, I'm a traveler. I'm cool. And the eczema was starting to go, like, it was gone, I think, at that point. So I was feeling differently. And then it all came back. And I'm like fighting with myself in my head. Tell me if anybody relates. I'm fighting with myself like, no, you're this new person now. No, you still suck, and you've just been like having a good time. So, I'm going back and forth. You can't do this. You can do this. And it was the magic list that changed it all for me, because I was just like, okay, I just need to know and study and understand who these people are, what they've done, know more than anybody else. This is how you get to know all these people. And they're like, oh, she's one of the good ones. And then you're like, hey, by the way, you go to the production guy, which you just gave them some food, and you're smiley. And see, this is how you get hired. And you're just like, hey, would you like to try this? This is so good. We made it with this, and this. I think you should have some. And they're like, oh, thank you very much. And you're like, hey, by the way, I'm also a production assistant. That's exactly what they want. And now they have one thought in their mind. Okay, Melissa Bell, love her. Let's get her in here. They put you in their phone. Now, you might want to follow up with them. Hey, I met you doing craft service. Got anything going on this week? Happy face. Just checking in. Happy face. That's it. That's about it. Soft touch. And then, they might not. And then they might be like, no, don't have anything. Or you might not hear from them at all. And then, like a week later, hey, are you available? All of a sudden, a job comes up. All of a sudden, they need an extra person. Yes. So this is how it all can start. And magic list is important because that gets you to know everybody that's in your area. That you need to know all the professionals in your area. You might know the casting companies. You might know the people that are marketing to you. The local acting classes. You know all that. So does everybody. Let's not be like everybody. Let's be like Friends in Film. We know more. We understand more.